Welcome for the third game of the day between Rainbow CC and Friends United in the Boshundhara LMS Last Man Standing, powered by Ace, sponsored by T Sports. Rainbow Cricket Club has won the toss and they have decided to bat first, and they've put on 5 runs after the end of the first over. Flicked away on the leg side by Jahidul Islam Jahid, and he gets the boundary to pick up the first boundary for Rainbow Cricket Club. Jahidul Islam Jahid on strike once again. Again picked up on the leg side, and there's a fielder at deep fine leg who picks it up, and the batsman crossover for a single, and it brings Rakibul Islam Rubel back on strike. Picked up once again on the leg side. This time it's trickling away to that deep fielder at deep fine leg. Once again the batsman crossover for a single run. Nahian Islam is the bowler. Has been bowling on the pads. All 3 deliveries have been on the pads, so maybe he's looking to target the body of the batsman once again down the leg side, and this time it's going to be a wide. I think his ploy is to look to tuck the batsman up, not offer him any width, but he overcompensated and ended up bowling down the leg. As you can see, there are 3 fielders on the leg side and 3 on the off. So down the leg side once again, it's been glanced away for another boundary. That's the second boundary of the over. Nahian Islam, he might have to rethink his strategies, because this ploy to bowl on the pads is not working whatsoever. He's already given away 11 runs in 4 deliveries. Under pressure of the last ball of the over. This time it's bowled on the offside and it's been cut away through the point region for a boundary. It beats the deep point and deep cover fielder, pierces the gap and ends the second over. It was a big, expensive over. 15 runs from Nahian's over, and the score for Rainbow Cricket Club is 20 for none after 2 overs. Interesting action, chance for a cotton bowl, but the bowler ended up wrong-footed. He was just wrong-footed and couldn't jump high enough to grab that opportunity. It was certainly an opportunity for a cotton bowl, and the batsman will consider himself very lucky. Jahidul Islam Jahid and Rakibul Islam Rubel are the 2 batters in. Once again going down the ground this time, and hitting the side screen flush on. What a shot that is from Jahidul Islam Jahid, who moves to 23 and has really gotten off to a flying start with all guns blazing. And the score now is 27 for none after 2.2 overs. The run rate is well over 12 runs per over. Looking for a pull, but it was mistimed. It ended up going on the offside and ends up becoming a single. Raqibul Islam Rubel is now on strike. Goes for a big hike towards that cow corner region, but there is protection there. But that's very, very sloppy work from the fielder. It looked very, very nonchalant and very, very lethargic in the way he tried to stop the ball with his foot. And that results in another boundary, with the score being 32 after 2.4 overs. Going down the ground over long off. And that's another six, another classy looking shot from Raqibul Islam Rubel, who also gets on the act along with Jahid. The score is now 38 for after 3 overs, and Rainbow Cricket Club are off to a great start. Kaji Rani is the new bowler. Comes in, bowls a wide outside the line of the off stump. There was some away movement there from Gaji Rani. He might have to re-strategize his lengths and lines considering the movement he's getting at the moment. Might have to be a bit more tighter to the stumps if he wants to induce maybe an outside edge. This time goes straight onto the stumps, hits the batsman on the pads, but it ricochets on the leg side for an easy single. At a very rhythmic run-up has Ghazi Rani. Approaches the crease with a smooth action, a smooth run-up, and releases with all energies outbursting. Now that's been driven on the back foot towards the deep cover fielder, who runs to his left to cover a lot of ground and gives ample time for the two batsmen to come back for a second run. That was good placement by Rubel on that occasion. Knows where the fielders are placed. This time going for a big hike, but mistiming it completely. But gives him enough connection to rotate, strike for a run. Once again goes towards cover, and he beats that deep long off fielder who tried to cover ground to his left but couldn't stop the ball from reaching the boundary. That's one bounce over the boundary for another 4 runs added to the total. Fools. Hits him on the pads. Slight appeal. Not so much excitement from the bowler, but seeing the reactions, you can comprehend that it was going down the leg side. That's the end of 4 overs. The score is 48 for none. been flicked away towards the deep cow corner region, and that a couple of runs brings up the half century for Rainbow Cricket Club. Ashraful Islam is the new bowler into the attack, bowling some handy off spin. Again, bowled into the batsman. There's a chance for an opportunity, chance for a catch. And what a catch that is! He dived forward, he covered a lot of ground and grabbed that up catch with the utmost ease and made that difficult catch look so easy in the end. Probably the catch of the day so far for me. We've seen a lot of catches going down today, but this was a catch. Probably one of the best catches in the tournament so far. You can see, as you can see, he dived forward, covered a lot of ground, and caught the ball right just above the ground. And Rakibul was the batsman dismissed. Played a good cameo. Formed a good partnership with Jahidul Islam Jahid. Gave them a good solid foundation to launch. And now Maruf Al Mamun is the new batsman approaching to the crease. Friends United pick up their first wicket finally after that rollicking start from Rainbow Cricket Club. Ashraful Islam has picked up the first wicket for Friends United. That should give him a lot of confidence when you, as a bowler, when you get the wicket in your very first over. Kind of sets your spell up for the day. Bowled down the leg side, not the delivery. He should be bowling to the new batsman right after picking up a wicket. Expect him to be very tight, offering no freebies, but he'll be disappointed to start off with a wide. Again, defended on the offside with soft hands to get an easy single. Tucked away on the leg side, they're crossing over for a quick single, and they manage it very easily in the end. It's been a very good over by Ashraful Islam so far, bowling some fast, quick off spin. Not giving the batsmen any room whatsoever to free their arms, not giving them any length either. Bowling it quick, skidding it through fast to the batsman. Once again, bowled it into the pitch, and the batsman guides it away to in the offside for a single. And that ends the fifth over with the score at 53 for 1. And there will be a change in the commentary box. Alif Tasnim will be taking it from here.
Thank you so much, Akib. After 5 overs, in fact 5.1 overs to be precise, it's 54 for 1 Rainbow CC. That's a wayward delivery from Shabab. We're coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. This is the third and the final game of the day between Rainbow CC and Friends United. Was looking for an expensive drive Misses out completely. Played in the wrong line. There was not much seam movement from the surface. However, Shabab produces a dot ball. Down the leg side, kind of a sweep shot, and after bouncing once, it reaches the distance. 4 runs for Jahidul Islam. He played that one effortlessly. As soon as he saw the ball going down the leg side, that was sort of a one-handed shot. He went down to his knees and played that one easily. Well, big swing. Some swing in the air, and after pitching, it seemed away from the right-hander. That's the second bite of this over. As a result, there will be 3 runs as a penalty. Once again, steps down the pitch. A single to complete this Shabab over, 10 runs from it. After 6, it's 63 for 1, Rainbow CC. That's a skyscraper. How far is that traveling? A fielder is settling down, and he has taken a brilliant catch. That was never easy. He pulled off a stunner previously too during the first wicket, and that's his second grab. Once again from the same zone. He has taken a blinder. Second one falls down. Rainbow CC. They're 63 for 2. So it's Munasib Hussain Akash. Was looking to pull the first ball. Misses out. And that's an ill-directed delivery down the leg side. Called wide rightfully by the umpire. Was looking for a slap. Once again, he misses it out. I reckon Akash just needs to hold on, pick up some singles and doubles, needs to settle down, and afterwards he should start playing some big shots. Otherwise, he's not getting the hold of it. Exactly, this is what I was talking about. He should settle down first, but he didn't. He thought otherwise, and on that process, he ended up losing his wicket. Back-to-back wickets for Friends United. And all of a sudden, they're back on the track. Akash departs without disturbing the scorers. It's 64 for 3, Rainbow CC. bowled him! Oh my goodness! That was absolutely a rip snorter! And that has rattled the stumps of Faisal Rahman. And all of a sudden, Mohammad Ashraful Islam has 3 and he is on a hat-trick as well. It's all happening in the middle. Friends United, they're on the upper hand right now. And Rainbow CC, they're under the pump. It's 64 for 4. And Faisal has to walk back to the hut after being bowled out for 0. The hat-trick ball. Mahbub Subhani to face. Here we go. On the line, but he blocks it. And takes a single. Will he come back for the second? Yes. Lazy work from the fielder. He should have done better and she should have been quicker. However, with this couple, the 7th over ends. It's certainly a fruitful over for Friends United. Couple of wickets in this over. It's 66 for 4 after 7. Short, pulled, in the gap, results in a boundary. All of a sudden, Maruf Al Mamoon thought of a counter punch. And there was a poor delivery too from Shabab. He had a great last over. But that was not the ideal delivery to go. He doesn't have enough pace to intimidate the batter. Then again, he went for the short delivery and the batter got ample time to pull it. Cracked it through the offside. But there is some protection. The rate of scoring is not bad for Rainbow CC. It's 71 for 4. And the 8th over is in progress, which means they're going well. But they have lost so many wickets. That's the problem. Played and missed. Not the height he expected. Went for a wide Yorker. The batter nicely squeezed it and picks up a single. That's a wayward delivery. And Shabab has to re-bowl that. It's not a very good over for Shabab. Had a decent last one, but completely lost his rhythm. Cracking stroke down the ground, but finds the man at long off. So this is the conclusion of the 8th. 74 for 4. Rainbow CC, they're feeling the hit. Oh, that's a delicate touch. I don't think it should run away because there is a fielder who is sprinting in. Samir does really well to prevent that boundary. Applauded by his teammates too. Once again, was looking for an expensive hike. They're not going to hang about. That's the case, as it seems to be. Despite losing 3 back-to-back wickets, they're trying to take the charge on and hit the bowler out of the park. Oh, shot! He's got the connection right. And it had enough wings to fly over too. It's over the line for maximum. Not the best of the deliveries from Ashraful Islam. Leg side-ish, quicker, and the batter used the pace to hit it out of the park. That's a better one. Vociferous appeal from the bowler. This could be his fifer, but the umpire doesn't really agree. Signals it as a leg bye. But this could be a huge milestone for Ashraful Islam. Already taken a 4-for, and if he could get a fifer, then it would have been great. This should run away for a boundary. It does. It's a lightning fast outfield, and if you somehow can time the ball, it will run away if the ball is in the gap. An expensive over from Ashraful comes to an end. After 9, it's 86 for 4, and despite losing some quick wickets, the flow of the runs for Rainbow CC continues. Bowled him! Castled him up! Mahbub Subhani didn't really understand the height of the ball. And Qazi Rani fires it onto the stumps and knocks over the leg stump of Mahbub Subhani. Such a pleasant sight for any fast bowler to knock over the stump out of the ground. He should remember it for a long, long time. Wicket in the first ball of the 10th over. It's 86 for 5. Abu Bakr Siddiq, the new man in, just tucks it away and gets off the strike. Qazi Rani is a pacey customer and perhaps the fastest bowler of the day. The batters have space. He's not. Just look at that. Too quick for Maruf Al Mamoon to understand and face. Beats him by the pace, and that's what he is very good at, is Qazi Rani. Well, something looks to be wrong out there. Maruf Al Mamoon looks to be in pain, and perhaps that has hit his gloves, the last delivery, and for this reason he seems to be in pain. The umpire Tanvir Hussain Shihab is trying to help him with some massage. The spray has been brought on, and we are expecting he'll be all right. So we have a negative news from the center that Maruf Al Mamtinu sends a new batter. Abu Bakur's, in fact, Nahin Naim enters the scene, and Mamoon has been retired hurt. So it's rather rubbing salt into the wound for Rainbow CC. They were under the cosh, and the departure of Maruf Al Mamoon will add more to their misery. That's a very good channel for Gaji Rani. Right on the line, not offering any sort of room to the batter whatsoever. That's a wayward delivery. All of a sudden, Ghazi Rani tried to do something different, and he made the mistake. The line wasn't much wide, but after pitching, the ball seamed away from the righty, and that took the ball out of the line. A gentle nudge to complete the 10th over. After 10, it's 91 for 5, Rainbow CC. And under these circumstances, two changes will be made. Firstly, the end will be changed, and there will be a change in the com box too. I welcome Akib Amin for the next 5 overs.
Thank you, Alif. As you can see, the score is 91 for 5. And we could technically call it 6 down, probably, if the last batsman injured doesn't continue or is unable to come back to the crease. Tucked away on the leg side, very nonchalantly for a single by Nahin Naim. Both the batsmen are batting on 2, have also faced 2 deliveries each. Samir Nahian Islam is back in for his second over. down the leg side this time and signaled a wide by the umpire. This time hit down the ground and hit very well. Over long off for a massive six by Bakr Siddiq. Abu Bakr Siddiq gets his innings underway with a massive, classy looking six down the ground. It almost hit us in the com box. Blocked away on the offside, but there is no opportunity for a single because the bowler feels of his own bowling, and the batsman is a bit disappointed that he didn't get any response from his non-striker. Down the leg side once again. That's the second wide of the over. So it's going to be deemed a legal delivery, but the batting side will get 3 runs. Outside the line of the off stump, another wide. That's the third wide of the over, and that finishes the over with another 3 runs, and the score is 105 for 5 after 11 overs. Nahian Naeem batting on 3, and we saw some great boundaries in the last over by Abu Bakr Siddiq. Well, that's another very nonchalantly played shot on the leg side. Hardly any footwork on that shot, and they're coming back for 2. It was a bit sloppy work from the fielder. It was almost like he was unaware that the batsmen were coming back for 2, and he was a bit late to release the ball, and that gave the batsman enough time to cross over for a couple of runs. Again, hardly any footwork from Nahian Naeem, who just stands there and looks to knock it on the leg side, but this time unable to get it away from the bowler. Ghazi Ronnie, who's coming back for his 3rd over. I think the captain is this is a right move, because with Rainbows Cricket Club almost 6 down, this is the right time to go for the kill. It hits him on the pads, but there's no response from the umpire, because I think it was quite evident that it was going down the leg side. Ghazi Ronnie is bowling with a lot of heart, a lot of pace, and a lot of passion. He's putting everything into it, and his captain expects that he might be able to wrap this innings up very quickly. Again, going for that Yorker down the leg side press. That is the second wide of the over. Sorry, the first wide of the over, hence it's only 1 run. And the ball is considered illegal. Once again, Ghazi Ronnie comes up from a very short run up, and hits him on the pads. Now that is very close, and there's a chance, and the bowler was very excited. It was very close, but I think the only question was, did it hit him in line, or was it outside the line of the off stump? The impact I'm talking about. But it looked very close indeed. Once again, Ghazi Ronnie back to his mark, bowling from a very short run up. How's that? Is another appeal, but once again, there's probably a big inside edge there, hence it's given not out. That concludes over number 12, and the score is 110 for 5. Abu Bakr Siddiq on strike. It's him on the pad. This is very close, but once again deemed not out by the umpire. This looked actually very close indeed. And if Shakib Hussain is the new bowler, if Rainbow Cricket Club loses another wicket, it's gonna be there are high chances that they'll be bundled out way before the 20 overs are completed. Outside off stump, cut away this time, and to that deep point fielder for an easy single. Naheem back on strike. Picked more for his bowling at the moment. He goes down the ground, but it's up in the air, and because he mishit it means that it did not have the legs to carry to that fielder at long on. Sometimes mishits can be a blessing. Goes down the ground by Abu Bakr Siddiq and hits the side screen after 3 or 4 bounces, and that's another 4 runs added to the total. 116 for 5 after 12.4 overs. Abu Bakr Siddiq at the moment looks like the lone warrior for his team Rainbow Cricket Club. Again looks to go down the ground, but ends up dragging it on the leg side and finds the gap once again through mid wicket for another boundary to conclude over number 13, and the score is 120 for 5. Samir Isnahi Islam is back into the attack for his third over. Left arm round the wicket. Left arm over the wicket. Guided through to that deep point fielder who runs to his left to cover ground to keep the batsman to a single. To bring Abu Bakr Siddiq back on strike, he's the lone batsman batting for his team at the moment. You can possibly say the last recognized specialist batsman. Looking to cut. Goes one bounce to the keeper, hence there is no chance for any run. Down the track, taken on the full toss, hit straight back the bowler towards long on, for a single run, and brings Naeem on strike. I think the bowling side, Friends United, should be more attacking when Naeem is on strike. He's picked more for his bowling rather than his batting. Goes through the offside this time and finds the deep cover fielder for a single. I think the role for Naeem is very clear, is to just get singles and get Abu Bakr Siddiq back on strike and give him as many deliveries as possible. There was a bit of an interruption there, sorry. Bowled and given as a wide. That was a bit too wide. Looking to stay away from that big swing that Abu Bakr Siddiq has. Whenever he goes for those big shots, he goes full-fledged, holds nothing back. Yorker length delivery, digged out but hit straight back to the bowler, who feels of his own bowling, hence there is a chance for no run. And that concludes over number 14. The score is 124 for 5. Oh, that's been hit on the pads. No, that's very close, but once again, deemed not out by the umpire. 125 for 5 is the score. Nahian 9 has looked very nonchalant. Whenever he looks to bat, he does not move his feet whatsoever. Its role at the moment is very simple, is to get Abu Bakr Siddiq on strike as possible. No, once again, there has been a lot of LBW shouts in the last 3-4 overs, but none going in the favor of the bowling side, Friends United. Dugout. Another Yorker was dug out. It's hit straight back to the bowler. This is very good bowling from Shakib Hussain. He's looking to keep the batsman quiet, not giving him the leverage to get under that ball. Once again hit on the pads, and once again it's going down the leg side. Once again deemed not out. I don't think there has been as many LBW shouts as we have seen in the last 3-4 overs throughout the whole day. It shows that they're bowling stump to stumps. They're looking to cram the batsman up. Once again blocked on the offside. A classical forward defense to get an easy single run, which ends the 15th over, and the score is 128 for 5, and there will be a change here in the com box. Alif will take it from here.
So it's Saqib, in fact, not Saqib Hussain. Saqib Hussain just completed his quota of 4 overs. It's a different bowler. It's Samir Nahian Islam with some left arm pace into his last over of his quota, and he does really well. Delivers a wide Yorker outside the off stump. Nahin Naim just digs it out and picks up a single. That's a wayward delivery, rightfully called by the umpire, Tanveer Hussain Shihab. So it's been a positive note from the batters of Rainbow CC. Despite losing quick wickets, they are still enthusiastic to play 20 overs completely. We haven't seen some hasty shots, and they're enthusiastic to stay in the middle, just taking time, and perhaps they'll go for some fireworks in the upcoming overs, and this might be one of them. It shouldn't reach the boundary directly, but after bouncing twice, it does reach the fence. It wasn't a well-timed shot, not from the meatiest part of the blade. However, it manages to go all the way for 4 runs. There was a desperate effort from the fielders. However, the ball bisects them and runs all the way. That's in the gap. The fielder has to hurry. He does well. And a couple for the batters. So that's the completion of the 16th over. After 16, Rainbow CCR 140 for 5. Just plays across the line. That's in the gap, but the fielders from deep backward square leg runs down to deep fine and prevents the boundary. This coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Boshuntara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports. Use of the feet, comes down the wicket and belts it out of the park. Great shot from Abu Bakr Siddiq, and he moves on to 45. Has been the chief architect of this comeback by Rainbow CC. At one stage, it was seeming like they'll be bundled out before 100. But now they're inching closer to score their looking to leave it for a wide, but eventually it hits his pad and through leg by Abu Bakr Siddiq collects a run. Dabbed away for another single, so runs are coming. And the first over from Ghulam Ishfaq is turning out to be slightly expensive, and I'm a bit surprised seeing a new bowler in the death overs. We don't often see that. A new bowler has been introduced at the business end of the game. But the skipper, he thought of doing so. Loose delivery, but somehow Abu Bakr Siddiq misses out the opportunity of putting it away. 17 gone. Rainbow CC are one short of their 150. It's 149 for 5. So the most successful bowler of the game, Mohammad Ashraful Islam, is for his last and final over. Still there is an opportunity for him to take a fifer. Can he do it? That's gone straight up. This might be the opportunity of fifer. Take the catch. Don't miss it. No, he has missed it. This could be his fifer, and there was an opportunity of cotton bowled. But the bowler himself, Mohammad Ashraful Islam, misses it, and he has only himself to blame about it. It was his catch. He had to run after it, but eventually he couldn't really latch on. Very much unfortunate, but still there are 3 balls. Let's see. Ariel, will this be the catch? No, it doesn't reach the fielder. So this single brings the 150. In fact, the last single, this makes it 151 for Rainbow CC in loss of 5 wickets. A dot to complete the 18th over. It's 152 for 5. Bit of outward movement from Samir Nahian Islam. He was literally pleading to the umpire, saying, please give it out, give it out. The batter has nicked it. But the umpire said, no, the batter hasn't. You go back to your run up and get ready for the next delivery. So seeing the first two games, it may seem like 150 or something around 150 will be a total which is below par. But if Rainbow CC can manage at least 20 runs from the last two, then it will be interesting. But Abu Bakr Siddiq, he is on the verge of completing his 50, batting at 47. So if he goes back, then it's going to be a concern for the Rainbow CC batting lineup. Played and missed. It was a juicy half volley, which has been missed by Nahin Naim. It was a golden opportunity for him to put the ball away, but he didn't really succeed. This time he connects well, but doesn't find the distance. Straight down the throat of long on, and that's the end of Nahin Naim. A mistimed shot, and the sixth one perishes for Rainbow CC. It's on run 54 for 6 after 19. That's a mistimed shot. Nonetheless, a single will be fetched. The final over begins, and Ghazi Rani was bowling in the first step of the game, and his one over was preserved for this last one. He'll go for a slower delivery. He does go for a slower delivery, but ill-directed, overcompensating. That's gone down the leg and rightfully called wide. Bit of feet movement. Advanced down the pitch. Was looking to play a lofted shot, but doesn't quite find the solid connection. So it'll just be a single for Maruf Al Mamoon, and he has arrived. After being retired hurt, he was off. But now after the fall of the sixth wicket, Maruf Al Mamoon has arrived to the middle. I was about to raise this point whether he's going to come back because his team needs his service rather than a new batter. It will be better to have someone who already has played and knows about the condition, how to bat in the middle. Oops. Second bite of this over, but remember, it won't be counted as a legal delivery because this is the last over. And Ronnie has to re-bowl that. Deft touch towards deep third for a single. So Rainbow CC has reached 160, which is an average total, that can be said, but they have to bowl exceptionally well to defend something around 160. Here we go for the last delivery. If this goes for a 6, it will result in 12. Let's see. Abu Bakr Siddiq on strike, comes down the pitch, but doesn't quite find the adequate connection. They're coming back for the second. There's directed. But the batter is safely home. So 162 is the collection of Rainbow CC after the first innings, which means Friends United have to score 163 for overhauling the target. We are going for a short break, and after that we will back with the run. We will be back with the run chase. Till then, stay with us.
Welcome back to the second innings of the match between Friends United and Rainbow Cricket Club in the Bushunthara last man standing, powered by Ace. And Rakibul Islam Rubel is the left-arm spinner who's taken the new ball. Normally, this is a bit unexpected. You don't see a spinner opening with the new ball. Especially they come into the attack when the ball gets a bit softer and becomes a bit easier to handle. But on this occasion, it's a unique move from the captain. Beg your pardon. Rakibul Islam Rubel is the one into the attack. They actually thought about bringing a spinner, but they've gone with Rakibul now. Down the leg side will be called a wide, and there's also an opportunity for a single because the keeper could not collect it clearly. Friends United chasing 163 for victory. It's not a very big total. Once again, driven away classically towards that deep point fielder for a single. Considering the first two games of the day, where both teams got over 190. Comparing with that, Friends United is not chasing a mammoth score. Short outside the line of the off stump, but the batsman misses out. Mahfouz Alam Taib will be disappointed he could not put that short ball away. Oh, it's been chipped in the air straight towards long off for a single, which concludes the first over, and the score is 6-0. At the moment, the fielders around the bowler is shouting that the approach is to just go for dot deliveries. Don't think too much about getting wickets for the moment. And that's been guided away to third man. That's gone very fine. And the third man was very, very, very wide and had no chance to stop that. That is called playing with the field. The batsman was very smart. He was aware that the third man fielder was very wide. Hence, he played a fine late cut to get the boundary. Some class there from Mahfouz Alam Taib, showing that it's not just about power, it's also about finesse. Mahabub Shobhani is sharing the new cherry, and he's also been pulled away this time by Taib for the second boundary of the over. And it's not good bowling from Shobhani because he's taken the new ball. Doesn't have the pace to really test the batsman with the short ball, but he tried so. And Mahfouz Taib looks like he's very strong against the short delivery. He's very quick to pick up any length whatsoever. Yorker length goes down the ground straight towards mid-off and beats the mid-off fielder to his left for another boundary. 3 of 3 boundaries. 12 runs of the first 3 balls in this over, and Mahabubi Shobhani is very much under pressure. He's already gone for 12 in the over, and he also has 2 more deliveries left. And Friends United has gotten off to that ideal start, chasing a relatively modest score. Driven away once again through the offside, and looks like he's found the gap once again. That's the fourth boundary, 4 boundaries of 4 deliveries. That is super batting from Mahfouz Aldin Taib. Hardly broke any sweat whatsoever. He's just playing proper cricketing shots and getting full value. That is the sign of a class player, indeed. Fifth ball of the over. Was an opportunity to hit a 5th boundary, but this occasion the batsman was unable to get the requisite contact and hence only gets a single to finish the over. After over number 2, it's 23 for none. That's been guided away on the offside for a single by Ghulam Ishfaq. Taib is back on strike. He has been the one who's caused the main damage so far in the first 2 overs, picking up 22 of just 10 deliveries. Once again, that's a no ball. It's been defended through the offside for an easy single, but it's been given as a no ball, so we have a free hit coming. Ghulam Ishfaq will be taking strike for that free hit. Maybe this is an opportunity to get his innings underway. Down the track, a wild slog across the line, losing his shape and also missing the delivery. That was a poor option. Maybe he should have just stayed his ground and looked to hold his shape rather than charging the bowler. Cut away, looking to cut the ball, but again, once again, he misses out on a short and wide delivery. This time another wide, but this time it's down the leg side. And because it's the second wide of the over, it's deemed a legal delivery, but the batting side is awarded 3 runs. 3 penalty runs. Friends United are now 29 for none after 2.4 overs. Pulled away to that fielder at deep mid wicket for a single, which ends the 3rd over, and the score for Friends United is 30 for none. Abu Bakr Siddiq now is into the attack to start the 4th over. Short and wide this time and cut away to that point boundary. The fielder hardly moved. I think he struggled to pick up the ball over there. Either maybe he lost it in the sun for some odd reason. Hence, didn't make any effort whatsoever to go across and stop that delivery from going to the boundary. sun is going down, so sometimes it can. Once again, it's cut away. This time, he sees the ball, but still, it makes no difference because he cannot stop it. Because this time it was hit so powerfully by Mahfouz Taib that even though the fielder spotted it early, he had no chance whatsoever to stop the ball from going to the boundary. And the score is now 38 for none after 3.2 overs, and looks like Friends United are intending to finish this game a bit early. Wide down the leg side, the score goes to 39 for none after 3.2 overs. And it's the ideal start to chase down quite a modest score for this ground, because we have seen some big scores today from the earlier two games. So 160 should not be that much of a problem for Friends United, considering the start they have got. Guide it down to third man this time. There's protection down there, and hence it's only a single. Taib has moved on to 35 of just 17 deliveries. Is going at a strike rate over 200. Whereas Ghulam Ishfaq has hardly had any of the strike. He's faced only 3 deliveries. So Abu Bakr Siddiq is now adjusting his field according to the right-hander. Tucked away on the leg side to that fine leg fielder, which results in another single and brings Taib on strike. I think Ghulam's plan is very simple at the moment. He's seeing that the Taib is seeing the ball as big as a football and he's striking them really well. So why not just give him the strike for the moment? Clipped away on the leg side. It was a cute little shot. Finds the gap. The fielder has to cover a lot of ground, which gives the two batsmen ample time to come back for 2. That's the end of the 4th over, and the score is 42 for none. Once again, it's out short, outside the line of the off stump, and Mahfouz Aldin Taib guides it away for a single. Ghulam, at the moment, looks like he's not bothered about how many balls or how many runs he scored so far. Once again, oh, that was a vicious delivery. Not only it beat the batsman, but it also beat the keeper. That was some serious pace and bounce there by Rubel. Reminded of Rubel Hussain from Bangladesh. A lot of pace and bite of the pitch. And not only did it deceive the batsman, it also deceived the keeper for 4 extra byes. The batting side will definitely not mind that. Yes, it might encourage the bowler seeing that kind of bounce, but the batting side will say, in the end of the day, it's us who's got the 4 runs. Once again, using that cute little dab shot to third man for another boundary. Ashfaq picks up his first boundary. And that brings the half century for Friends United. They're 51 for none, going at almost 12 runs per over and making easy work of this chase so far. This time it's clipped from outside the line of the off stump to the leg side boundary for a single. Not good bowling this from Rainbow Cricket Club. They've struggled to hit their lengths and their lines, and they haven't been able to execute their plans whatsoever. Oh, that's a classical looking forward defense to get a single to that deep cover fielder, which ends the fifth over. The score is 53 for none. And there will be a change here at the com box. Alif Tasnim will be joining you guys.
Thank you so much, Akib. After 5 overs, it's 53 for none. Friends United. And for the first time, it's Jahidul Islam into the attack. Backs away. Cuts it through backward point. Oh my goodness. The fielder makes a hash of a thing and lets the ball go through his legs. The skipper is absolutely grumpy with his effort. He should have done better. He must have done better. And when you are defending a low total, you must have to stop these. This is complete harakiri. And it's so demotivating for a bowler as well when he's not receiving enough support from the fielders. That's pulled, but well fielded this time around. So runs are coming thick and fast for Friends United, and they're over the par, I must say. Need 105 runs from 77 deliveries. Once again, a sweet little dab towards deep third for a single, and we have seen so many dabs throughout the innings from the batters. Whenever they felt that the ball is outside the off stump and it's possible to pick up a single, they went for this shot. This live coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports. The third and the final game of the day is between Rainbow Cricket Club and Friends United. So 6 gone. Friends United, they keep scoring over the rate 10. It's 61 for none. So the skipper comes to the attack. Abu Bakr Siddiq starts well, and he's been driven down the ground. 2 men are converging, and eventually it's Jahidul Islam who cuts this one off and sends back to the keeper. So Mahfuz Al-Din Taib is on the verge of hitting his 50, and after hitting 50 he has to go back. So even if the bowlers from Rainbow CC cannot take a wicket, they can have a sigh of relief. Oh my goodness, will this be a commentator's curse? The keeper is after it, but it's out of his reach. Mahfuz Al-Din Taib might have had his heart on mouth after playing that shot. that went straight up in the clean sky of Mirpur, but fortunately, it's not within the reach of the keeper. Golam Ishfaq comes back to the strike. He hasn't flourished much, rather tried to accompany Taib as much as possible and anchored the innings. Slower delivery, he just rolled his fingers on the ball before releasing it. Faisal Rahman has been a busy man out there in the field. He is feeling a third man, and whenever there is an edge, there is a dab, or even a drive which is going backward, he has to be diligent for stopping those. That's a better delivery. Used the angle, came from round the wicket, and just pitched it up. Taib takes a single and retains the strike for the next over. 7 gone, 65 for done. That was too low to pull. A sweep shot would be appropriate for that delivery. Just tucks it off the pads and rotates the strike. Does Ghulam Ishfaq. So this might be the opportunity for Mahfouz Al-Din Taib to reach to his 50. Oh, he is only 2 runs away. He cuts it. Will it reach the boundary? It will reach the boundary, and that's his 50. A majestic fashion to pick up his boundary. Mahfouz Al-Din Taib will be overjoyed with his magnificent innings. 52 runs from 28 deliveries only, and he has played shots all around the ground. As per the rule of last man stands, he has to walk back, and he is walking off with a broad smile in his face. It's 71 for none. Friends United. So Mohammad Ashraful Islam is the new batter. Had been the most successful bowler for Friends United with 4 for, and he would love to replicate his performance with a bat in hand as well. A genuine all-rounder, and he loves hitting big shots. as we go for the last delivery of the 8th over. Down the leg side, it's through the legs of the keeper, and it's a 4. So runs are flowing freely for Friends United. After 8, it's 76 for none. Jahidul Islam Jahid into his 3rd over. Starts off with a slower delivery. Perhaps that was a backflip slower. So a new partnership has to be built between Ghulam Ishfaq and Ashraful. They have not been batting for a long time, and certainly after the departure of the said batter, they will need some time to score runs freely. Once again, it's down the leg side. Once again, it's going to be 4 more. This has been a very common way for Friends United to score runs, and this way has been created by the bowlers of Rainbow CC. Too many directed wide deliveries, and the batting side is taking the full value of those ill-directed deliveries. 81 for none. Was it off the bat? Yes, it was. That should be a wide. It is a wide. That's delectably played, but it won't reach the fence. The fielder from fine leg comes and collects, and he was fielding at finer position. After seeing the deliveries going down the leg, he became more cautious and changed his position, and that was a good thought, that must be said. Only a single picked up, otherwise it would have been a couple for sure. Now there's a big gap between deep fine leg and deep mid wicket. So if the bowler delivers anything short, the batter will have ample area to rock back and pull the ball. Anyways, the 9th over gets completed with this wide delivery. It'll be 86 for none. After, in fact, the 10th over gets completed with. Was it 10th or 9th? 9th, yes, I beg your pardon. 9th over gets completed. It's 86 for none. A single to start the 10th over. Ashraful Islam, they know that they are going with a good rate, so there is no rush. It's better to get settled in the middle, and in the later part they can start playing the lusty blows. The new bowler has been brought. It's Naim for his first over. So certainly the flow of the runs has been hampered after Taib's departure, and the bowling side may consider this as an opportunity to pick up their first wicket and increase the pressure on the batting side. Otherwise, I don't think there will be any way for them to make a comeback to the game. From the slice of the bat, a single to complete the 10th after 10 overs. It's 90 for none, Friends United. And for the next 5 overs, you will be hearing the voice of Akib Amin.
It's 90 for none after 10 overs. And we can see the equation required is right at the bottom of the screen, at the left hand side of the screen. The equation is 73 required of 50 deliveries, and with 10 wickets in hand, normally you would think that the team will be considering the net run rate and looking to finish the game as early as possible. As I say that, it was a juicy full toss, but the batsman will be very disappointed that he couldn't take full toll of it. And it's not just about the net run rate. If any team can chase it down within the first 15 overs, they can also have the opportunity to win with a bonus point. So I think with the condition that Friends United are in, with so many wickets in hand, they do have the luxury to think in that fashion. Tossed up. Again, it was another full toss. This time it's been hit away to that big gap that there is between long off and deep point. There is hardly any extra cover. So, even though the batsman didn't get full timing on it, he was able to find the gap and get it to the boundary. It was a poor delivery by Faisal Rahman, considering that he has got no deep cover fielder. He just pulled a full toss outside off stump. It was a seriously poor delivery. With the ball spinning in, I can definitely see that there is a leg side heavy field, especially considering the off spinner. The ball spinning in, normally you would want the batsman to be hitting on the leg side. Bowled outside off stump, pulled away on the leg side, a chance for a catch, but the fielder bails out. It was actually a poor effort, you have to say. He could have attacked the ball a bit more, but in the end, it's only a single, which ends the 11th over, and the score is 96 for none. Friends United should be thinking in that fashion of winning with a bonus point. With 4 overs remaining, they have to achieve the remaining runs within 4 overs, which is not easy, but not impossible either. Pulled away on the leg side, finds the gap between the deep fine leg fielder and the deep mid wicket, and that boundary brings up the 100 for Friends United. 100 without any wickets lost. It has been a stellar effort so far by Friends United to chase down this modest score of 163. They're making very, very simple work of a modest total. And the bowling side, Rainbow Cricket Club, has no answer whatsoever to the excellent batting of Friends United. It's outside off stump, and finally there's an appeal there for a caught behind, but the umpire says there was no connection of the bat. Nahian Naeem, the bowler, thought that maybe this is the opportunity to pick up the first wicket, but unfortunately, it's not. A very interesting type of run-up that Nahian Naeem has. It's got a very, you know. Once again, bowled outside the line of the off stump. Hardly any pace there by Nahian Naeem. Looks like his method is to offer no pace for the batsman to work with. And at the moment, he's only given away 8 runs from 1.4 overs. So his tactic is definitely working for the moment. And that ends the 12th over. Another very economical over from Nahian Naeem. And that ends over number 12 with the score at 102 for none. A 103 from 12.1 overs, and we've hardly seen any real fireworks from the batters in the last few overs. That's ball down the leg side, short, picked up and gone for 6. Finally, as I say that there were no real fireworks from the batters, we see one finally. It was a poor delivery. It was a long hop which deserved to be punished, which deserved to be hit in the stands, and it did get punished. This time bowled a lot fuller, overcompensating, hit down the ground, hit towards cover for an easy single. Faisal Rahman is bowling his second over so far, and he's bowling some handy off spin here. Down the leg side, given as a wide, with the two right-handers in. Normally you expect the off spinner to be bowling wide outside the line of the off stump. Once again, bowled, very well bowled this time. He's targeting the stump, targeting the off stump. No real opportunity to play the sweep. This time it's been flat batted through extra cover, towards that gap between extra cover and point, and it runs away for a boundary. A very, very classical shot from the batter Ishfaq. Kind of reminds you a bit about how A.B. de Villiers drives the ball. He never, more often than not, you'll see him driving it with a straight bat. Sorry, without a straight bat, with a flat bat. And that ends over number 13, and the score is 115 for none. Guided down towards third man. Two fielders in pursuit of that ball. And the captain looks very enthusiastic. Looks very vocal at the moment. He's trying to lift the spirit of his fielders, which at the moment looks very down, because with no wickets down, it looks like that almost, if you see the body language of the fielders, it seems as if they have already given up. But the captain is trying his best to bring some energy among his fielders. So being very vocal at the moment, and he's also giving some strategies to his bowlers to go about things with his bowling. Oh, looks to pull, but there is not enough bounce there. It was too full, first of all, to attempt that shot, and the lack of bounce of the pitch made it even more difficult. Again, the ploy is to bowl wide outside the line of the off stump, and for this over it has definitely worked. A captain instructing the bowler to say that just to bowl wide outside the line of off stump, make the batsman play through the offside, but this time the batsman goes over car corner. It was outside the line of off stump, but he dragged it from way outside off, and the ball disappears over mid wicket for another 6 to take the score to 123 for no loss after 14 overs. Down the leg side and given as a wide by the bowler. Maruf Al Mamun is into his second over. The captain once again bowls another wide. This time it's been given as 3 runs. Mamun, we saw Mamun in the last over being very vocal, trying to lift the spirit of his players, but in the start of this over he's really struggled to find his length. Another wide, that's the 3rd wide of the over, and it's not helping his cause whatsoever. The target has come down to 33 required of 28 deliveries, and this couple of wides have made it even more easier for the batting side. There's already a change. Seems. I think the captain has taken himself off, that is a first today. It seems like we'll have a change of bowler in between overs. I think the captain has decided, first of all, he's already playing with an injured finger, and I think he's said to the umpire that I'm not fit enough to finish this over for the moment. And Fayal Rahman, sorry. Once again bowled into the pads, but the batsman plays an off drive down the ground for a single. A classical off drive, which was one of the trademark shots of Sachin Tendulkar. Playing down the ground on the V, looking very classical. Goes for a big hoik on the leg side and finds the gap. Beats the deep mid-wicket fielder for a boundary to finish the 15th over. And the score is 135 for none. We are in for a 10-wicket victory here, probably. And will it be this case, or will we have a twist in the last final 5 overs? Alif Tasnim will be here with you guys to ensure what happens in the remaining 5 overs of the game. And the remaining... And that's it from here. Okay.
Thank you so much, Akib. The first 2 games of the day were exciting encounters, almost a nail biter, but now this game can be deemed as a one-sided affair because it's all about Friends United. They bowled well, and now they're certainly bossing with the bat in hand. Abu Bakr Siddiq was a star performer for Rainbow Cricket Club, scored 54 from 28 deliveries. The right-arm seamer is into his 3rd over, and he'll be looking for the first breakthrough to make things difficult for Friends United. That's lofted, but won't reach the fence. .136 for none, Friends United, and they have to just follow the process because they have done everything right from the get-go. Interestingly, both the batters, Ghulam Ishfaq and Ashraful Islam, are batting at 40 and they need 27 runs. So they will have to go for the new batters. That's a boundary. Not in a control whatsoever. Nonetheless, they will love it, the Friends United fans. It's 140 for none. And only 23 runs away from the victory. And they'll have to score within 22 deliveries, which should not be an uphill task for them. Rather, it should be a walk in the park. Let's see how do they complete their task. Once again goes wide. Utterly disappointed with the decision of the umpire. The officials for this game are Tanveer Hussain Shihab and Omar Farooq Russell. And it's a tedious job to officiate 3 games in the same day. Edged and carried. A thin outside edge. And Ashraful Islam misses out his 50 for 5 runs only. Played brilliantly throughout the game. A 4 for with the ball in hand and 45 runs with the willow. He could end the game as the hero of his side. He is ending, but not with a final touch in the canvas. The first blood has been drawn eventually, and Abu Bakr Siddiq has got the wicket that he was desperately looking for. It's 141 for 1. The dismissal of the first wicket brings a new batter to the crease. It's Saif Hussain who gets off the mark straight away in his first ball. 16 gone. Friends United need 21 from last 20. That's cut well into the gap. Will it be a boundary? It is a boundary. 4 runs for Saif Hussain. The new batter just comes and joins the party. He's following the footsteps shown by the other batters. Ashraful, Ghulam Ishfaq, and of course, credit should be given to Taib, who scored a 50. That's a cracking stroke. A brilliant cover drive. No one is there to stop it. The fielder from long off came, but he has no chance whatsoever. Back-to-back 50s, and this brings up the 150 for Friends United on the 17th over. And they're just 13 runs short of their victory. Will this be the over where Saif will finish things off like a stallion? Punched in the gap. Long chase. The fielder doesn't get the ball. 3 boundaries on the trots. 9 runs to go. And it seems like Saif is in a hurry.
Go home.
Will go for another one. He tries to, but doesn't find the requisite contact. So it will result in a single. So 13 runs from the first 4. This is turning out to be an expensive over for sure. A single to end it from the last 3 overs. Friends United need 7 runs only, and this should be a cakewalk for them. So the wicket taker, the skipper Abu Bakr Siddiq, comes to bowl the 18th over, and this can be the concluding over of the game too. Only 7 runs to get. And the way both the batters are playing, there is a possibility of finishing the game in this very over. Beats the outside edge straight away. Ghulam Ishfaq was calm and composed from the word go. We haven't seen him to rush. Rather, it was Saif who was looking to be in a hurry and played some lusty blows right after his arrival to the middle. Edged away from the keeper, away from the fielder as well at third man. And the job is almost done for Friends United. Only 3 runs away from their victory. And Ghulam Ishfaq, he is 6 runs short from his... In fact, 3 runs away from their victory, and Ghulam Ishfaq is 3 runs short from his 50. So, will he go for a 6? Which will ensure his 50 and his team's triumph too? We have to wait and see, but he should go for a 6. That's what I reckon. Come on, Ishfaq. Hit a 6. Step down the pitch. Build the ball away. He tried, but missed. No worries. You will have 2 more chances in this over, and of course there are 2 more over left even after this one. So there will be an opportunity, but it will be better if he completes it within this over. Yes, there won't be any bonus point, but run rate will be a factor. Go for it. Go for it. He didn't. So only 2 runs to get. Will Saif go for a boundary? I reckon he will. Last ball. Down the leg. It's a wide. So it's not the last delivery. Only 1 run to get, and seems like it will be all done in this very over. Steps down the pitch, hits it over the covers. That's gone for a 6. That's it. Job done. And it's a victory for Friends United. A handsome victory by 7 wickets as they go on to beat Rainbow Cricket Club. Great display of batting from all the batters. Ashraful, Ghulam Ishfaq, Taib, and also Saif Hussain with the final winning touch. So that's all from the Combox. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for being with us throughout the day. We will be right back tomorrow with the live coverage of Last Man Stands Dhaka League. Goodbye for today.